All right, boys and girls, I'm just creating a short video to show you how you can find the area of a rectangle. Now this shape here is a rectangle. As you can see, I have that P stands for perimeter and an A in the formula stands for area. I've already written out the perimeter formula because we're familiar with it. We know that a rectangle has 2 equivalent lengths and 2 equivalent widths. And when I want to find the perimeter, I am going to measure the distance around. So if I start at one point and I go around the distance of the white area, that is the perimeter. Today and for the next couple of days, we're going to find out how how big this space is. This space is the white space, which is called the area. The area is typically the 2D region inside of a shape. So a lot of times people can measure the area with square units, and that's what we'll be doing today. So if I wanted to find the area, I would just take square units that are of the same size to find out what my area is. And as you can see, as I'm laying my squares, they're all the same, and looks like they're creating rows and they're creating columns. And we've seen this before when we've created an array. So when we're done and we need to count how many squares it took to cover up this white region, which is the area, we can count individually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we can count the length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can count the width 1, 2, 3, and we can multiply those two. 5 times 3 is 15. But let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So finding my area, I was able to either count all the squares, but if this was a big picture with thousands of squares, it seemed like it would be more simple just to count the length, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and multiply it times the width, which is 1, 2, 3, and it seems like my area is 15 squares. Now the important thing about units, let's just say I ran out of a unit and I wanted to replace it with this one. They're not the same size, so your units have to be the same unit. So either I can replace all these black units with my colored tiles and see how much that would be, or I have to use all the black tiles. I cannot mix and match because your units have to be the same, whatever it is. And the reason why I don't use circles, well, they don't line up quite like a square would when covering the area. I'm going to cover that length with some circles, and then we're going to cover the width with some squares just to kind of take a look at the difference. If you notice, when you're using squares, you can line the sides up and it covers up the white space. But with circles, we can't, because we have that curved edge that leaves out some of the white space. All right, that's my quick video. Thank you.